Welcome back, everybody.
What's up?
What's going on?
How's everybody doing today?
Not too bad. Hey, remember to like us and follow us on all social medias. Blockbuster Benchwarmers. We got YouTube. We got Instagram. We got TikTok. We got everything. So make sure to follow us. It'd be a huge help.
We're killing it over there, so go see some cool stuff. We got some fun things. Right. I posted today the number 30 in the Guess What Movie I Grabbed series. And I was like, it's so funny because like I pretty much own a lot of the ones I grab. Not every one, but like I'll go up there and there's always like this little lady like right before me, like digging through, like searching for something fun, and I'm like, lady, you want to make a cameo? Get our first celebrity in, and it's an old woman at Walmart shopping.
Right.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, absolutely.
This is Galinda, and she's trying to get herself Scooby-Doo.
Oh my gosh. All right, so this is now 2 days after Super Bowl Sunday.
Woo! How we feeling about that, boys?
My wife is feeling terrible because the Patriots lost, and I'm very happy.
They didn't just lose.
They lost in a horrible fashion.
It could have been worse. It really could have been, but it didn't. It definitely wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it could have been up 28-3.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so depressing because like I had no pony in the race.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, let's go like lean towards Seahawks. Like most of the people.
Yeah, most people, except for Big Poppy or friggin' Drake over there.
But like, give me
Did you say Big Poppy?
Big Poppy.
No, Champagne Poppy. That's what, because that's his Instagram.
I was like, isn't that old boy from Boston Red Sox?
Yeah, no, that's Champagne Poppy is his Instagram handle on that one. But yeah, Drake, Mr. Can't bet on
Every
a
time he
winning
bets.
horse to save his life.
If he bets on someone,
you should
always
go
go the opposite.
Dude.
Always. But like, I just wanted the game to be good.
Yeah.
And it was boring as all get out. And my thing is, it's like, and I know, trust me, and I know because a lot of people will argue back and forth online. It was defensively bad.
Yes, it was a great defensive
game. But I don't want that.
Nobody wants that.
I don't want that. It's like if you watch a boxing match of two gladiators who are the biggest in their industry, and it's just them juking the entire time.
Yeah. It's a Floyd Mayweather fight.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, and you're like
he went 50-0, but it was kind of boring to watch.
Yeah, it was boring to watch. Like there was some jabs, man.
Right.
So and that just shows you like my brain for football, where it's like just throw the ball.
Yeah.
But I wanted a little bit more out of it, and I'm sure the Patriots did too.
Yeah. I mean, they just couldn't get anything on offense going whatsoever.
You know what? That's what I do want to talk about. They couldn't get anything running on offense. Their stats weren't that bad, though.
No.
That's what like killed me. Is I'd be like, man, nothing is happening. Let me check the stats. And I'm like, oh.
Well, because they never got anything big. I think, what was it? They didn't get a first down until like almost the second half.
Yeah,
or whatever
but
it was.
Their first
total
first
yards.
Yeah.
4-yard difference between the two teams.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them, I guess, spread it out differently than.
Yeah.
They're a team of runs, and also they'll just take the field goal.
Yeah. Dude, I can't believe how many field goals. Like if kicker should have almost gotten the.
Oh, I think he should have been MVP.
Dude,
if it wasn't going to be the defense,
he single-handedly single-footedly outscored it. Yeah. He outscored the Patriots there, like just by himself. Like that was impressive.
And it's been a while since we've had a game like this in the Super Bowl. Most of the time it's like KC versus someone, and it's always some throw out. And you're like, okay. Because whoever
you say that, and yet it was
sucks.
The Patriots versus whoever.
But ultimately, most of those were always like throwing bombs. Like it was always like throw battles. And now it's like, this is the first one in a long time it's been.
It lines up to a lot more of what Brady was saying, what was that last year before, that just like young QBs don't know how to read a defense. And I think like Sam Darnold is like right on that verge of where he is not as experienced as the old gunslingers. Yeah. But he can throw a deep ball though, which is which sets him apart. He knows how to throw an accurate deep.
His decision making wasn't terrible.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, because he had no turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they said with the whole postseason.
Yeah.
Now again, it does help that Kenneth Walker had the game of his life.
Oh, for sure.
So it does really help when all of a sudden like your career game is in the Super Bowl.
Right. Exactly.
So that does open up that like with the Patriots. Like,
but then he also had Najigba and Cooper Kupp being able to throw to whoever when Najigba got injured. He was like, all right, Cooper Kupp's turn at that point. So
that definitely does a lot of targets there.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody knew the Patriots were punching above their weight class.
Oh, for sure.
So
that's why when we were doing our initial guesses, I never had the Patriots there because if you look at their last few games leading into the Super Bowl, they weren't like dominant.
Right.
Yeah. They were all close. So the thing is, you're like, okay, like really, that just shows you anyone playing them lost it because they could have.
I really think that the Broncos got hosed because of not having Bo Nix in that division game.
Oh, of course,
that because I guarantee you it would have been 100% different game. Just even getting all they needed was one single touchdown and they would have had it.
Yeah.
You know.
And the Texans, because they played the Texans too, right? Or was that somebody else?
Yeah, the Texans, and they were both playing to lose at that point.
Yeah,
that was when both C.J. Stroud and Drake May, I think they both at least 4 or 5 either fumble loss or interception total.
Yeah.
Like it was bad.
It could have been anybody's game in those games. And I think like if you substitute healthy versions of them, any other team, it would have been a different game against Seattle. Because the defense wouldn't have changed for Seattle.
No.
But their offense was doo-doo. So anyone who played against them, if they just would have done anything.
I think
literally anything.
I think the Broncos would have stood a really good chance at
with a healthy Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Yeah, because he could pick apart the defense.
Oh,
it's so much different.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and honestly, the turning tide of this isn't yardage or whatever. They just had better field positions. They got a fumble and two interceptions.
Dude,
you're just in a better field position to kick the field goal.
The Seahawks special teams for their punt. Oh my gosh, like he put it within the 10, I think, every single time. And then on 2 different occasions, they managed to stop it at the 1. Holy crap. That was impressive.
People don't talk about, like, isn't that the fun part of the game?
Right.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
All right, that 300 yards sounds great until you're starting from the 1 every time.
Yeah, it's like you're talking about, like, field position and, like, there's a difference of, you said 4 total yards at that point. Yeah, when the Seahawks are starting at the 40 instead of the 2.
So much better.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Dude.
And, and again, I'm not a Patriots fan. It helps a little bit that it's basically all new people there because I can be like, okay, like, well, fine, I'll give you a chance.
Yeah.
Right. But, like, people are being very hard on a lot of them. And my thing is I go, like, they're very young.
Oh, yeah.
They're young.
The fact that Drake May
did second, they have plenty of time.
Drake May did well. For a second-year quarterback, he did very well going to, the Super Bowl.
What was it, 2 starting offensive linemen, rookies?
Yeah.
That's the first time that's ever happened on their starting Super Bowl team. I'm like, it's insane they got there.
Yeah.
So, like, take that, and if they do what you're supposed to do, and go, what were you missing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's build around that.
Right.
Let's move some pieces, and that you'll be fine.
Right.
So, I think, like, I don't want them necessarily to go back.
Right.
But they have a lot of great opportunity to go back.
I don't think they make it back. I think they'll make it. My way too early prediction, I think they go back to the AFC Championship and lose. That's my guess. But
it's a rough road for them.
Yeah,
with a healthy squad.
Yeah, the AFC is just such a strong division.
It is.
Look at Burrow.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not easy to come back that second.
People were comparing it to that. Like, this is the Patriots version of Cincinnati. It's like he'll get there.
Yeah.
If you didn't win it, we'll see.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope for Drake May. I do like the kid.
Yeah,
he seems like he seems.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'll be okay next year.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah,
and still he's 23.
Yeah.
He's making money. He's fine.
Yeah,
I'm over here just critiquing this poor kid.
And honestly, there's no reason why the Seahawks wouldn't be able to run it pretty darn close to back though either.
No,
because they should be having almost everyone coming back. They
I think they'll have a year or 2 of really good run backs, and then you just start dropping a few here and there.
Because
I think they got like 2 solid
But
years
because there's no current, I would say there's no current dynasties that are going strong right now, so it really is any top team's game right now.
Because anyone who had even a resemblance of it is kind of on the decline, like in Kansas City. Like
exactly. The Eagles are not what they were.
Cowboys are never a threat. Giants are never a threat. Like, I know it's different.
You have maybe the Lions are going out. At this point, the Bears maybe are coming up. We'll see.
Honestly, I would look at who made their.
Even that's a brand new. That's not a dynasty like the old. Yeah,
no,
you're right.
But there's no dynasty.
It's like Game of Thrones of NFL. Yeah, it's like all new blood.
Yeah, well, that's why I would look at who made.
Targaryens are dead. Let's see what happens.
I would look at who made the postseason now, and I would say that's the ones you got to worry about. Like honestly, Jacksonville, like it was a meme for me, but ultimately, like I felt pretty good.
Dude, Trevor Lawrence has been a solid quarterback since he came in the league. He finally has got himself a good stretch.
This is the best they've looked. They had a great season.
If at any point he could stand in the pocket, and his O-line actually block somebody,
right? Did they play the Patriots first round? Right. That's who beat them?
Yeah.
Okay. They barely lost. They lost at the end.
Yep.
They were in the lead until the very end. Mm-hmm. So, like, they could have done it. So, like, really, I would just look at who's there now. Everyone else has too many missing pieces.
Yeah.
And I would love to see the Cowboys get there. And we had things that looked really good, Vikings. Yeah. And even then, like, you didn't look like trash.
No,
You're just missing a few things.
Right.
Like,
It's at that point, it's just like if we can not be injury prone, because that's the thing. It's like everyone's saying, it's like, oh my gosh, the Vikings should have kept Sam Darnold. It's like
that wouldn't help.
But we couldn't. we couldn't have because of salary cap. I think that's what everybody forgets.
Yeah,
like,
that was the point.
We would have loved to have given everything we could, but we're already paying literally everybody else on defense and offense at that point.
Yeah, and if you have a good enough, and the thing is, with football in particular, you need your money to go towards the other spots.
Right, exactly.
Do you want an elite quarterback? Yes, but you can also win with mediocre ones. Like Sam Darnold's not an elite quarterback.
For the Vikings, we cleared house as far as we got rid of our GM, we got rid of a few coaches. We'll see what happens at that point.
It's gonna be interesting this next. Now we can wash our hand of it, see what happens, what moves get made. The draft is coming up pretty soon too. Like it'll be. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what kind of everybody gets. So it'll be a fun time. But I think the Super Bowl overall, I'll probably give it like a C+. Yeah, it's fine.
I'd give it a solid B.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean,
it's fine.
And for what it was worth, it was a football game.
All right. Funniest commercial that you guys saw then.
I didn't pay attention to most of the commercials.
One of the funniest one was the Dunkin' Donuts one. I got it.
That one good?
Oh, yeah, it was the Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
Okay.
They completely spoofed Goodwill Hunting. A lot of celebrities. It was hilarious.
I was just like, turning the TV down and I was off doing stuff, so I didn't get to watch a lot of commercials.
Gotcha.
The only one that stood out to me that made me kind of giggle was one that flew under the radar, but a lot of people didn't like it. But it was really fun. I thought it was pretty funny. It was the Mandalorian and Grogu commercial.
Yeah.
Did you see it with Sam Elliott was like narrating it, and it kind of like an old west, and it was just like the most ridiculous.
I think people just don't like it because
being like, it was meant to be a spoof. It's not a real trailer,
right? I think that's why everyone was mad because they were hoping for like an actual trailer.
It's like, guys, it's not. It's meant to be more of a like, hey, it's coming out, not a here's an actual trailer. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I giggled at that one just because it was so ridiculous. Little Grogu just being like, little hand.
All right, little controversy, may or may not. What about the halftime? Did you watch the halftime? Were you?
No. I watched part of it. Okay. It was fun. I mean,
it was.
There's been a lot of halftime shows where it's like, oh, this isn't somebody I listen to.
Right.
I mean, it was cool.
Yeah. So I would say.
I don't speak Spanish, so there is that.
So I think the entire time.
Yeah, so not saying like obviously like there's plenty of like Latino based people or people who listen to Bad Bunny who watch the Super Bowl. Obviously,
which this is not his first time in the Super Bowl.
It wasn't really.
Nope.
What did he?
He was Shakira's feature.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
Huh, interesting.
Yep.
That's
cool.
I
did not know that.
Huh.
But somebody posted online and they showed him and I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was, huh?
But I would have said like if it was like a World Cup halftime, it would have been a perfect fit.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, for like Super Bowl, I kind of see where I'm not as upset as some people are, where they're like, oh my gosh, that's not American football. He's literally from Puerto Rico. It's literally
people forget that it's part of the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think is
so. It's like that whole argument is a complete load of crap.
Well,
at that
and
point.
like no offense to anybody specifically, but Rihanna did the Super Bowl. She's not American citizen.
Right, she's from Barbados.
She's literally a Barbadian.
Yeah.
And nothing against her. She killed the Super Bowl show too. It's just you can't really use that.
I think the fact that like the biggest like drawback is the fact that he was he did everything in Spanish except for the little Lady Gaga bit.
Yeah, the Lady Gaga bit
where she sang a Bruno Mars song in English.
Yes,
which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Which was fine, but then at the same time, it's like you're still kind of like alienating half the, half your audience. I think that's my only detraction.
I could see people saying that. I mean, for me, I watch a lot. I watch it and I'm like, that was cool.
And he's a great performer.
He's a great performer. Now the walking plants kind of threw me off.
So that was hilarious.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny more so than anything because the whole time I'm just like giggling to myself like.
Because there's some dude in there sweating his butt off, being like.
Well, and when you saw the behind the scenes and they're like waddling by, it's good.
Yeah, my take on it is one of those things where I'm like, I think politics aside, I think people were getting they were putting in their own head what they thought this was going to be. Yeah. And based on what I saw, because I kind of zone out anyway, we muted it and started all talking. Like it was one of those things we wanted advantage in anyway. And I was like that for every musical artist. I haven't given a crap about it really. Anyway.
Right, honestly.
There's so many of them where I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
But like, it just, I think... for what some of the fear people had, it clearly didn't look like that. And, and I'm like, it is what it is.
It was. I didn't have a problem with it.
No,
it was
and
cool.
people get weird, and I'm just like, it's just watch it. Or
don't.
Just watch it or don't.
I mean, it's like any other concert. It's a good performance at that point.
Yeah, he's a killer performer.
Right, it's like I've seen much worse performances like on that kind of stage.
Whether I could understand the words or not,
right,
the man can perform.
Right,
I will give him that.
And we don't need to all act like we didn't dance to like Brimstein or whatever they're called. We don't know what they're saying, but we're like, do hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the beauty of music is you don't have to know all of the words to be able to vibe.
Was probably the whole point.
Yeah, exactly.
When they like coming all together around a football, it's like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's universal.
It's music and football.
Exactly.
Who cares?
And,
have a good time.
Yeah, it is what it is. Now Bad Bunny will always have a little bit of peace in my heart because him wrestling in WWE.
Did he actually?
It's 2 years ago.
He knocked out.
And it was like a great match in Puerto Rico. Yes.
He knocked out Sheamus.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
On the duck under. Sheamus went to do the boot. I saw that.
I'm telling you, when y'all get home, watch it's Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in Puerto Rico.
Oh, wow.
And it's freaking awesome.
I'll put it.
So he's gone
so
multiple
cool.
times.
Oh, dude, it's
I've only seen the Sheamus
full-on match.
Oh, that's
those
cool.
two, and it was like being in Puerto Rico, like they were obviously
his interest
was
with
his
I'll
songs.
put some highlights on the bottom.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it was so dang cool. And so I always have a little bit of
that's cool.
But
that's cool.
The music is far like I don't listen to this music, whatever.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
People have their
exactly
other reasons why, but
Yeah.
It's fine.
I didn't have a problem with it.
No.
I still laugh at the shaking trees. And then I did see a meme that struck a chord with me where somebody posted it and I was like, oh yeah, like it was the thing. And they zoom in on the football. And I didn't notice, you can't really read what the football says. It has words on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it said. Dude, they zoomed in. They were like, zoom enhance. It just says Cowboy suck.
It's like one of those things that's like, look at the top left, and you look at the top left, look at the bottom right, and look at the guy's finger, and you look here, and it's a zoom in, and it's like, you suck. You suck.
I'm like, oh man, dude, we're not even in the thing. Like, nothing to do with
I went
anything.
to the gym. I went to the gym a few days ago wearing a cowboy shirt, and the guy goes, "You can wear that shirt?" Yeah, bro, they're gone. They're dead.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
This is in loving
being
memory.
a dead horse. This is a memorial service.
So I was like,
hilarious.
that was good.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Super Bowl, and then basketball. Anything fun
Trade
going on?
deadline went down.
Yeah, we got lots of trades, a lot of fun stuff.
Everybody made some stuff. So
Celtics right there, baby.
Y'all, I hate y'all. Somehow y'all manage every year to just attract good role players.
You know why?
And it
Because
gets on my nerves.
for 10 years, probably a little bit longer at this point, we've inherited draft picks.
Yeah.
We're getting closer to those picks.
Greedy.
So we were getting 2026, 27, 28 draft picks like 5-6 years ago.
And you're finally trading those out.
And because now it's about to happen, so they're like, okay, now people want these picks.
Yep.
What do we need? Celtics are a team that people want to play for because they're still contenders.
Yep.
And they
Big market team. Yeah.
Big market team, great fan base. They just won a title. Like, I was very happy because I was worried they were going to go a little too crazy and trade too much.
They didn't go wild,
but they traded Anthony Simmons and some picks.
Yep.
And got great centers. So I'm very excited. Now Tatum, I heard, is getting ready to play in the G League. So I hope they don't rush him back. I get very nervous. He looks like he's put on some muscle.
Yep.
But you know how basketball players are, where it's like their shoulders look freaking massive, but their legs are toothpicks.
Yeah.
I'm like, please, don't break your ankle.
I don't know. A lot of people, again, there's only two ways you come back from an ACL. Either it's better than it ever was, or you're never going to be close to the same.
Yeah.
Like, PT can be the greatest thing for a player sometimes, but...
Well, that was my biggest fear with this season, was I was like, if they're in the top 8 and they're like an 8th seed, they're not going to bring him back. They're going to let him rest.
But here
I was worried about being in the top 3 because I was like, well, now what they're going is oh, now we got a center.
Yep.
Oh, now we're winning games. Now we got a missing piece.
Yep.
Oh, Tatum can come back and we can win this thing. Like, and I was scared for that because I'm like, well, Spurs are dominating. OKC still OKC right now is falling the heck apart.
They are.
That sucks for a young team who's pretty dominant because everyone's getting hurt and Shea being out for a few months or a couple months.
It's months, right? Yeah.
Months.
Wow.
That's a lot of time.
It's going to make some difference for them. I mean, everybody's going to get a chance to step up and try to. This might actually hurt their long-term chemistry because if somebody takes the reins, and I've said this about y'all for a while, but it seems to be working. Unfortunately for us,
the test will be when Tatum
for the rest of us. Yeah,
when Tatum comes back, whether or not Jaylen Brown can play nice.
They learned how to play together, but when one of them's out like with an injury like this, and Brown's like proving like I told you,
he can do it.
I told you to do it. I'm scoring 30 at least every game, 26, 27, like. So it'll change the
if like Jalen Williams or somebody gets it in his head, like, no, I need 30 shots a game.
Right.
And Shea is not sharing.
No,
he is not his game to share. No. And let's face it, he is efficient at scoring. Yeah. He's got it going. So.
He's earned it. It's like what I think, like, I'm not a huge Ja Morant fan, but I think it's what Ja thinks he is. Because Ja, is their lead dude, but like it's because literally there's no one else on the team.
Yeah. Right.
When he gets hurt, they suck.
Yeah.
But OKC has a great team.
I will say, y'all get rid of your backup centers, and that confuses me. I know you got Nikola, which is great. But y'all do realize you have to play somebody else.
Yeah, I think we signed somebody in free agency as well. I was like, who is this?
Okay, is that what y'all did?
Yeah, we signed a couple people, and there was one. I forget his name. I'll need to look it up later if you can find it. We signed somebody that wasn't a part of the squad. So I was like, okay, we at least prepared for that.
Yeah, that
right?
must have been y'all's like go-to then.
Because I think if you look at our bench, we have Hugo came off and made some big plays. We have a solid team. I do not, even if Tatum comes back, think we're winning the title. I'll always hope we do.
But to say, never say never, honestly.
At the very least, play that we could take the East. I feel good about taking the East.
Okay.
The West is just the top 4 teams in the West is so stacked.
It's so stacked.
Every
time we have this conversation, it's it doesn't change. Where it's just even the top 8 of the West is just so strong.
Which is hilarious because if you look at the top 4 in the West, the top 4 in the East aren't far off. But I always feel more nervous about playing in OKC. Maybe because OKC finally stepped up a bit.
Yeah.
Or Spurs is looking so dang good.
Spurs.
Timberwolves always worry about.
I'll be honest. Detroit's looking really good.
Detroit's looking good, and I dogged on the Knicks. The Knicks always just fall apart when it matters.
Yeah.
But they played really good the other day against Boston.
Yeah.
And Boston, I think, is just they're trying to find their chemistry a little bit.
I think that the Knicks' problem is that they're a bad 7-game matchup.
Yeah.
They are exploitable because you have a 6-foot, on a good day, guard who, let's just face it, if I can get the switch on a forward who can play post, you're done. And y'all's team specifically, you have plenty of forwards who can play post. Yeah, Tatum and Brown, they will both put his little butt in the post.
Tatum and Brown, and then Pritchard scoring 20+ a night.
Yeah.
White scoring 20+ a night, and then you have our what's his face that we just signed. My brain shuts off every time I have to say his name. Nikola. Yeah. So we just got him. We have a squad that can, and Hauser, even when he makes threes,
when he shoots,
he can make 15 to 20. Good. That's all we need him to do.
Yeah.
So
not asking for much.
Yeah, just go to make a basket.
Yeah, just a couple.
Just make a basket. So we'll see. We got some fun stuff.
Yep.
Did y'all make any? Oh yeah, y'all made some confusing. Moves.
So we made some confusing, but it ended up working out for us because at the same time, so we
collusion.
Right. It was that first one where we were like, all right, we got rid of Connolly, got some picks, and I think picks. Yeah. And so we got rid of Connolly, and then he got traded again. So I think the rumor is still he's going to sign with us again.
That's what the rumor says.
He got traded, then waived.
Yeah. So he gets the loophole there. But then we made the actual trade, got rid of Rob Dillingham and Leonard Miller, and then we got Dusan Mu, and then Juan Phillips.
Which I don't hate it for y'all. Yeah. I mean, what's his name? Ayo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ayo. I think it's going to be good. It's your best shot at a young guy.
Yeah.
I don't know any other young guy on the market that would have filled in, and he's a good combo guard.
And he's got play time more than we've given.
Yeah,
Dillingham,
I mean he's
that's kind of been the problem is that we haven't developed Dillingham as much as we actually needed him.
What was he scoring? He was scoring pretty well when he was in. Yeah, I think he was averaging almost 20 a game or something. Mm-hmm. So I mean, honestly, if that's all you're getting from your point guard, that's all you really need.
Right. No, exactly. And so if we get, if we get Connolly back, then that's a little bit more, that veteran back in there.
Now, what I don't understand is y'all still have Dante DiVincenzo listed as your starting point guard.
Yeah.
For a while.
I think give us a little. Get rid of Debbie,
no, but I think
it's 15 points, not 20.
Yeah,
that's what he's averaging.
But still, we'll take 15 points no matter what. DiVincenzo, he's a little streaky, but so I think the goal is we'll probably swap out DiVincenzo for Ayo. Yeah. And then we just need to get him, integrated, and that's it.
I really thought Julius Randle was gone.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, me too. But he's been meshing well so far, and he's been stepping up.
I still thought he was gone. All the rumors seemed like.
But again,
I think maybe he thought he was gone too.
Right.
That's why he stepped up. He's like, let's do a good team.
I think he was probably still on the table. It's just a matter of who we could actually gather favor for.
If it worked out with Giannis, y'all would have.
Dude, you see all the news thing about Giannis with a Kalashi? Yeah, that doesn't look great for him.
He'll be fine. I mean, they don't care.
He's making a buck, and I'm sure they've probably maybe investigated. We'll see, but
technically, he didn't do anything other than express.
I think it's still a conflict of interest if you as a player are in a investment
on a betting league.
On a betting league, yeah.
I don't know.
I think all right. It may not be, but in my opinion,
I think Adam Silver might have something to say about it. For sure.
Yeah.
But can Adam Silver really say anything?
No, because Nicola's just gonna be like, I just got my horses. Yeah. I just go play with my horses. That's all he cares about anyway.
Right. I think it's interesting for sure. So, it is interesting that the thing that, because if it was like he went to another team, it's like no big deal because he wouldn't have made a lot of money. Right. The house didn't win that. Everybody bet that he was leaving.
Right.
And everybody lost.
And then he stayed. Yeah. And
I can see why people say
after the trade deadline, he then says, "Hey, I'm a stakeholder in Kalashi,"
which is so funny.
That's so funny.
timing is oddly suspicious.
It's
there.
always, I think at this point, I just assume half the league is betting.
Oh,
and then,
it's guaranteed.
And then it's just
what's his name? Tim Donahue or whatever his name was. The ref that was betting on every game.
Yeah.
It's like, everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
There's no way that they're not. Yeah. Or telling buddies to bet.
Oh, they're for sure doing
on
that.
their behalf, always.
Yeah. That's why they threw out they went for the little guys too first. They're like, okay, let's get Chauncey Billups. Terry Rozier, let's get those guys. And then that puts the name out there to be like, okay, we were cleaning up the league, but LeBron.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Which, speaking of LeBron, did y'all see his quote about the Lakers the other day?
Which quote?
Which
about talking about when they played OKC and they got just destroyed or whatever.
No, I didn't see
So it wasn't anything big, but I was thinking about it because he was like talking about how they asked him some question and he was like, "Well, that's a championship team. We're not a championship team."
Oh,
like basically calling the team out.
I mean,
and he's not wrong.
They're not.
But my question is, I look at it and I'm like, what would make them a champion? Like, I'm looking at their team. I'm like, they have some. Like, I know LeBron's old.
Yeah.
So but still, you have LeBron James. You have Luka,
who's playing out of his mind. Yeah.
You have Vanderbilt, Rui. I mean, you have
you have a lot of pieces,
but
I
don't
think
there's not as much missing as it seems there would be.
No,
right?
but I still think
I think it is if you take the fact that LeBron isn't LeBron.
Like he's
right, because at best right now he's playing
above average, but not star level.
I don't even know if above average, dude. It
Of
depends on the night.
Above average of the whole league, yes. Above average for his own personal bar that he's set over his career, not even close.
Look and see what he's averaging.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at these averages.
I think he's still averaging 20 points.
Right.
Like he's at least 20 points, but that's not saying
whatever is averaging almost over 15.
Above average.
Okay, come on now.
Above average.
He's a third string point guard right now, guys.
Because that was the thing was like Luka.
Everybody averages 20 in this league.
Yeah.
Because Fat AD wasn't worth a damn for his injuries. But the thing is, that's why LeBron needed somebody to he needed a couple people to take the stuff off him.
Yeah.
Right now, Austin Reeves is hit or miss. And then you have, I think Luka is doing the best he can. But the thing is, Austin Reeves, I think right now he's ruining his what made him fun. Because he's having to pick up so much slack that when he doesn't do well, they're like, that damn Austin Reeves. And it's like, I shouldn't have been fighting up 30 point down.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have
he's been averaging 21.8 points, almost 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 50% from the field. Yeah. So average.
Yeah, I would say average, but I mean average for a starter who's got the ball in his hand.
To the point though, it's like we're living off the fact that his name is LeBron James and he used to be some massive superstar.
If you have LeBron,
he's no longer your first or should be your second look either. He's your third or fourth best player.
I'm trying to think of who he would even be like. I mean, it would. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what
he really plays as if a starter rotated out to like the 6-man minutes. Mm-hmm. Like if he was cool with doing the old man way where I'm going to start the game and immediately sit at 2 minutes and then I'll play 6 man.
But now because of all that, he's getting injured a lot. I mean,
he's only played half the game.
He's officially now out of any sort of postseason.
He's played less than half. They're doing 70 games, I think, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
He's only played 30. He's only played 34.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, that's their problem. Yeah. And then Luka, I love Luka. Luka's gonna have to score a whole lot more to play that little bit of defense.
Right.
Okay.
He's back in the scenario.
Final, but the difference was we just hired defenders. Mm-hmm. I mean, think about our roster. We put 7 defenders, and we said, you know what, Luka, do whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's back in a situation where he now has to do everything again, and without the defense.
Which on offense, he really can do everything.
Oh,
He gives the man the ball. He's gonna figure it out. Ball gonna go in. You're good. But I mean, you got to play defense at some point, or put somebody on the floor. Jackson Hayes is not it, fellas. Jackson Hayes. It's shout out.
It's just I was just thinking about. I'm like, because I could care less because I'm like, it actually does better for me if they're horrible. It's just nothing to worry about. But I'm looking because I like Luka, but I think like something's going on with them right now where you're just kind of like you can tell they're just like whatever. Like they go out there, they either win or they lose, which obviously no dub, but it's like they just play how they want and win, or they play how they want and lose.
Well, and DeAndre Ayton has done the same thing. DeAndre Ayton's always done. I don't know why they thought he was going to be different.
No.
He literally has always been like, I'm here to cash my check. I'm going to get my 10 and 4, whatever I need that night, and then I'm done. He literally averages 13 points, 8 rebounds. He's a mediocre center. Nothing wrong with that. He's way better than I would ever be in my dreams, but still, he's not. He doesn't have that fight.
No.
No, because he doesn't care. He wants to do, like you said, he wants to go there. He'll get what he needs to get, and he'll leave.
Again, nothing wrong with that, but I don't know why they thought bringing him in, he was going to go to 25 and 12. Come on.
It's the same thing when they brought Westbrook in. I think it was that thing. They're like, oh, to bring that spark. LeBron will bring it in.
I will say, at the very least Westbrook brought the energy. Right?
Yeah,
he was there,
and he still is.
Yep.
He's killing it. He's in Sacramento, and he's killing it.
Yeah.
So I think it just, sometimes you look at teams and you're like, on paper, y'all should be doing a lot better.
Yeah.
This is depressing.
Yeah.
But speaking of, Fat AD to Washington, how we feel about that?
Yes.
He's out for the season, so
yes.
Get out of here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people are like, y'all shouldn't have traded him. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
I feel so bad for him.
He played 20 minutes.
He had a great start to his career, was left to die in the Pelicans, and then was hoping that he would get some life.
I mean, to be fair,
yeah,
he got a championship.
He got a championship.
So, and an MVP.
Yeah.
Finals MVP, I believe. And so, I mean,
But he got the 1 year, and then that was just nothing.
Hey, I'll take one.
Oh, so for sure.
I'm a Dirk fan for life.
For
won
sure.
counts, all right? But, I mean, he did fight hard for that, and he had a killer offseason that year. Or now, postseason. It's just, this is the end of the line for somebody who's already like a glass cannon.
Yeah.
It's really hard when you're already injury prone and you get old.
Yeah.
It's rough.
He's old and hurt all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you do? You just keep him, and then he keeps getting hurt. Best case scenario, he rests the rest of the season. He heals. You come back next season. Let's say he makes it to February,
and honestly,
he gets hurt again.
And since the Pelicans, he's never been called to be the guy on the team. He's never been the leader. Since then, he's always had to play second fiddle to anybody else.
Because when he won, LeBron was still LeBron.
Always,
LeBron.
I mean, he wasn't Heatles LeBron, but he was still pretty good.
Right, exactly.
I think he was still averaging like 27.
Oh, he was killing. That was when he was still directing traffic and doing all the things.
Right.
So Now that being said, on the offensive side, he did take a lot of the heat that year because he was just such a matchup nightmare. He could guard
anybody.
Well, and he's an interesting person, right? So he went into college at 6'3".
Man.
By the time he was a sophomore, he was 7 foot.
That's insane.
So he went in playing point guard, came out playing center.
Shit.
4. And so he guards like he's a guard. He can really guard a guard. So he loves to switch. And then you get on the other side and you guard in a 7 foot point guard. It's awful.
Yeah, so this next, just like every year, I feel like we still have so much of this season left, but next season will look interesting. Yep. I don't think AD will stay there. I don't think it'll be...
We got a bunch of nothing, but we got a few picks here and there for this year, which this is the good year for picks. I think we ended up with 3 first-rounders.
Mm-hmm. And you still play in it. You're still technically...
we are. Especially if Kyrie comes back any level of okay. He comes back
where he'll sit now,
tomorrow, day after tomorrow. We're just outside the top 10.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're... few games back. Yeah, but it's not terrible.
I don't think it's anything that's not comebackable.
No,
right.
Clippers are so.
You need once Kyrie comes back, y'all can go for a run. Yeah, that's really all you need. You just need one solid run.
That being said, everybody wants to tank to put our pick higher. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I don't think I don't know that we have that big of a chance. No. But hey, we only had 3% chance of landing Cooper. So. Yeah. Of course, we gave away Luka, so I'm sure there's some underhanded...
Right.
Hey, Nico's was at home during the Super Bowl being like, I told you defense wins championships.
Do you hear the rumors that supposedly they're trying to get Mark Cuban back in on a
Yes,
I did see that.
Patrick Dumont supposedly is going to be bought out by Mark Cuban in a very secretive private investor group that has backed for it, which... I don't even know who that would be, but
we'll see if that comes in. But
that'd be the only chance that people may trust to come to the Mavericks. Mavericks are a little tainted at the moment. Yeah, they're a little brutal, a little beat up.
Well, I think after they got rid of Nico, I think that helped a lot.
Yeah,
but you still have the same management group. It's still quote unquote in charge. Finding out who the next guy is going to be.
Yeah, we definitely still have Dumont and all of them because that's his name, right? Patrick Dumont.
I think so.
And I don't remember who the second in charge is.
No,
but you still have them.
You still have them
shots. So.
Yeah, but at the very least, they will hire a GM. I think so. It's gonna be okay. Right now, I think Michael Finley's still our GM, our interim.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, shout out
Michael Finley.
All right, little turn over the right shoulder.
Yeah,
but So I guess that's basketball. That's trade deadline. There wasn't
much else.
I mean, there were some other trades that went on.
Yeah, there wasn't any huge groundbreaking trades that went on.
No, honestly. I think the biggest ones were probably AD, and then
Zubac.
Yeah,
ended up on the Pacers, which
that's right.
Honestly, very good for them. They needed something.
Bless them.
I'm trying to look and see. I don't remember any other big ones. So
nothing.
other than Trae Young, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
So that's pretty much it. Yeah. So there you go.
So there you go, boys.
That's it.
Now y'all ready to talk the big game here?
Oh yeah.
All right. So, athletes. We love them. We hate them.
Yep.
They're better than us. They make more. So
They got nothing on them.
So last week we talked about the most dominant or the best dynasty, right? So now we're talking who is the most dominant single player for a time. Doesn't have to be his whole career, but for a stretch of time, who was the most dominant? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Oh, you're excited for this.
I'm excited because I did something different.
Okay.
That's why I'm excited. Because I wanted to go because you inspired me with the damn cricket or whatever the hell you chose last time. So, or rugby or whatever your sport
Rugby,
was, your dominant
Blacks.
team.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go with something a little different because dominant athlete, any sport. It's easy to go like Michael Jordan or like the obvious ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with one that I'm just going to spout out some stats here, okay?
Okay.
So 28 gold medals.
I know exactly who you're talking about now.
Oh yeah, this is easy.
Oh, well.
This is easy.
Enlighten me. No, I'm just kidding. No, so I went with
You're not
Michael
wrong,
Phelps.
though.
Yeah, Michael
You're not
Phelps.
wrong.
Yeah.
Because
you can keep
he
listening
was
to the stats. 'Cause
So-
he's got plenty of
his
them.
stats are impressive.
So Athens, and we're talking about over a span of time.
Yep.
Athens 2004, 6 gold medals, 2 bronze. Beijing 2008, 8 gold medals. London 2012, 4 gold, 2 silver. Rio in his final Olympics 2016, 5 gold, 1 silver. He holds the record for most gold medals, 28 of all time. In swimming, which I looked up, debuted in the Olympics in 1896.
Yeah, so that's a lot of
So that's a
history.
lot of history. I know it's not every year.
But that's what makes the Olympics domination that much more impressive.
Yeah.
Because it's not every year that they're doing it, it's every 4 years. And to have a career that long.
Because I remember when Michael Phelps, because I think, when Athens, when he first debuted, how dominant he was. I was like 12 or 13 in
He's
the
a
Olympics. I'm like,
fish.
people were like, what the hell? His wingspan is insane.
Yeah.
His back looks like a freaking
Yeah.
freak. Like, he does not even look human.
His entire belly looks like a surfboard.
That's just a long...
And he had like frying pan hands.
Yeah,
dude,
oh, his hands are
it's just
huge.
insane. Like
Yeah.
that thing at the Fort Worth Zoo where you have to do your wingspan.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, they probably just need to have him up there.
Seriously,
He looks like a freak. So it's one of those like I just wanted to go look at something a little different because athlete. I mean that's athleticism.
Yes.
Swimming is.
It uses every part of your body.
It's
at
your
that
whole
point,
body.
you know?
It spans that entire time. 4 different Olympics, all those gold medals, still holds a record, and that in particular, sport has. I mean, that debuted so long ago that I'm like, that's a long time to try to master it.
Yep.
For someone to go like, oh, I can beat him.
Yep.
That's a long time, and no one has. So I got to go Michael Phelps.
Yep. No. Agreed.
Okay. I like that one. It definitely was on my list. I thought about it
Yeah.
because he's just undeniably.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a few that I rotated out. Like we
Sure.
talk honorable mentions, I have a few. But
Yeah. Okay. You want to go next? You want me to go next?
Yeah, I can go. So,
I have a feeling I know.
you know mine is going to be golf. It's going to be Tiger Woods. I'm not even going to deny any of that. But the reason being is specifically 1997 Tiger Woods through 2009. This man was absolutely unstoppable. So, some stats for Mr. Tiger Woods. He is the only person that can claim that tournaments had to change their golf courses specifically for him to make it harder for him to play because he was dominating them so much. He's the only player to ever hold 4 majors at once. The people will strive their career for the Grand Slam. He is holding the 4 majors at one point in time in his career.
That's crazy.
So, for example, right now, Scottie Scheffler, big name in the PGA Tour, he has a scoring average of about 68.13 for any round. That's the 5th best single average in Tour history. On the same list, Tiger Woods has spots 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 for the best scoring average of all time.
So dumb.
Yeah. So, 5 times in the history of the PGA Tour, a player has won a tournament 7 or more times over the course of his career. Tiger Woods has done that 4 out of those 5 times. On 3 different occasions in PGA Tour history, a player has won 8 or more times at a single location, a single course. That player is Tiger Woods. All 3 times. At Bay Hill, Torrey Pines, and Firestone. There are only 2 instances since World War II that on the PGA Tour, a player has won the same tournament 4 years in a row.
Damn.
Both times are Tiger Woods. From 99 through 2001, he won 20 times in a stretch of 40 starts. And then he did it again at another section time, another 20 time in 2005 through 2008.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For some context, fewer than 40 players in the PGA Tour history have even 20 wins, period, in a career. So
Impressive.
we were talking like Tom Brady and his percentages of never being mathematically, technically eliminated. So he has Tiger Woods. If he is leading after 3 rounds, going into the 4th round, he is 25 for 25 in finishing a tournament. If he has a 3-stroke leader or more going into the 4th round, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you know how there's like different leagues
Yeah.
in golf. You have the European League, whatnot. So he has 41 career wins on just the European League. He's the 3rd most winningest person on that league of all time. He's never actually played there full time. He just for random events that he's been there.
So he's 3rd and having even played it as much as he possibly could.
Right.
That's wild.
So from 99 to 2001, just in those 2 years, he won 23 times. Combined shot margin was 79 shots over the next person, combined. And he only finished outside of the top 10 6 times in that stretch of 2 years. Let's see here. Here's another good one. I'll finish it up because I got a lot, So he made here's a couple wild stats of like lengthwise. He's made 142 consecutive PGA cuts from 98 through 2005. That is the longest streak over Byron Nelson from back in the 40s. Is the next person who he beat him by 29. From 97 to 2008, he was a combined record of 126 under par through the majors. The next person who was closest during that stretch of time, Phil Mickelson, at 99 over par. He was 200 shots better at all of those majors.
That's crazy.
And then back to the conversion rate. And then this week, to finalize it up, Scottie Scheffler has been number 1 for 171 total weeks in his career.
That's crazy.
Which is insane.
Yeah,
that's an insane stat. However, Tiger Woods holds the record at 683 weeks.
Yee.
So Scottie Scheffler would need to stay in the top spot consecutively from now until October of 2035 to tie that record.
So you're saying there's a chance?
So there's a chance.
Yeah.
But for the
Very
next
small
for the
one.
next
How old is
9
this guy?
for the next 9 years, he would have to be number 1.
Yikes.
That's
Which
how
is
dominant
crazy.
That's
Tiger
even
Woods
crazier.
was.
9 years. It's only 9 years away. Like 9 years, anything can happen.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
still only 9 years.
Yeah,
away.
and that's already being present for that long.
Yeah, that's wild. Dude.
Like, if you want numbers, Tiger Woods from that stretch of time could not lose.
His numbers are silly.
Could not lose.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. Like there's just, and people will say like, all right, for wins and whatnot, you could have, he's technically tied at 82 with Byron Nelson. However, Byron Nelson was also playing where they counted like 2-man scrambles or charity tournaments.
So they kind of plugged in.
Yeah. So technically those were sanctioned events, but
that's wild.
You get a little wiggle room on that one. Yeah.
Because it's one of those things like for someone who doesn't watch golf or play it, right? It's that thing where you go like, I always knew because it's Tiger Woods.
Sure.
Like, to me, that even though like it transcended the sport.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, listen to the numbers because some of those numbers you can't
so,
deny
you
the
always
numbers.
knew
of
Tiger
it all.
Woods was up there. And
It's
then
always the one
obviously-
the time at number 1 that gets me.
Yeah.
It's like it's just especially when you
Time
see
at
golf
number
rankings.
1 and the conversion rate of winning.
Yeah.
Just the amount he can close out a tournament. So I was like for 3 shot leads going to the 4th round. He was 14 for 14 or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's only lost. Let me see here. Once by leading more than 1 shot after 54. He is 14-1 at that.
Which
Yeah.
is just crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's great because a
And
lot of
that's-
people are
yeah.
just playing for a top 5 finish most of the time.
Yeah. Everyone was playing for second place when
Yeah.
he was in league.
Well,
Always
just
playing for second.
golfers in general,
Yeah.
like it's just the name of the game.
Yeah.
Like if you're a top 5 finish consistently, you're like killer.
You're fantastic.
You're like
The
it's
best
Scottie
in the world.
Scheffler.
Yeah, that's Scottie
Like
Scheffler.
Scottie, he's just consistently one of the top 7, 5 guys.
But same with like Rory, same with
Yeah. But Rory is a great example.
Yeah.
Like you're just playing to be like top something. But Tiger went into every match like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna win this one.
Yeah. Like it wasn't a question. He was for sure gonna win or
like,
place in the top of
Yeah,
wherever.
everybody else is like, I might get top 10 a few times this year. He's like, top 10? I got top 10 once last year.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, you only played 1 tournament? No, I played 100.
Yeah.
What?
For,
Won them all.
I think for the stretch of like 7 majors, he went like 3rd first, second, first, just to like, that's when he held all of them at once for the Tigers.
So
that was the one thing where he almost had the career Grand Slam in 1 year. He only missed it. He shifted it by one tournament where they call it the Tiger Slam because he held it all four at once. If he had done it in the same calendar year, they would have just called it his of all times.
Yeah, because it probably will never happen again.
No, it'll never happen.
I'll be honest.
I can get that's like when you're talking records that'll never.
It's
be beat.
It's like Wayne Gretzky's records will never be beat.
The scoring records.
There's some where you look at it and people poo-poo LeBron just for him personally, but it's
one of my honorable mentions has a record like that. We'll bring it up during honorable mention.
Because you could even go into like how much he won by. Like I told you some of the ones of like his margin from some. There were some tournaments he was beating people by double digits. Like he was like one of his majors, he won by 15 strokes.
But he was playing good competition.
Yeah,
it's not. That's the thing is sometimes you get some of these records and it's like they were playing like in basketball you hear this live, they say they're playing firemen or plumbers.
Plumbers
is
league and all that. Yeah,
it's like Wilt Chamberlain. You could argue this. Not Tiger. Tiger was playing like actual competition. This was like solid golf.
Like Phil Mickelson, who's still a professional golfer now, was at his prime. If it wasn't for Tiger,
he bumped. I
guarantee if it wasn't for Tiger, Phil would be considered one of the greatest golfers in the world of all time.
Isn't that crazy?
Poor Phil too.
Poor Phil.
Because he's like a scientist,
and he's a lefty too. Like if it wasn't for Tiger being all the combinations of black, Asian, a dominant player, like he's got everything going for him. Phil Mickelson was a solid lefty player, and an amazing one at that. Just incredible.
Other than Tiger, he would have been in the argument for greatest of all time, and he probably still is in the top like 5 of everybody. But
he was the only one that gave him any competition. Consistently,
if they were both in the tournament, it's like, I wonder which one of them will get there faster. Yeah, because it was always
that competitive between the two of them. Yeah,
you couldn't slouch on Phil. Phil was good too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
I've got mine. I went back and forth quite heavily, but I'm going to go with, and even though he's not my favorite person in the world on personality, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
All right. Mr. 50-0 over
here. We were just talking doo-doo about him, man.
Yeah. But it's interesting.
It's hard to argue now.
He's 50-0 across 5 weight classes.
That's impressive.
And he's won 12 world championships, which is crazy. So he's just, and that's pretty much it. His career lasted, it was a long career.
Yeah. His shell defense was unmatched.
And he had 27 knockouts.
Yeah.
Out of 50. So
that is the thing. Like we were ragging on him about, him playing defense and, not being showy. He knocked out people.
He knocked in his prime. He was this thing. He was just such a good boxer. Mm-hmm. And it was where just nobody could beat him, obviously. Nobody could beat him. And what I like about it is he didn't you can argue his exhibition fights at the end. He beat
Logan Paul.
No. His last fight to beat Marciano's record.
Pacquiao.
No. His last fight was against a UFC fighter who came over, and I can't remember who it was. But he wasn't a good fighter.
Right.
But he took the fight in a pro debut so that he could beat 50-0. Right. You got to.
And not McGregor, right? That's not
No.
Because he fought.
McGregor.
Yeah, because he fought McGregor too.
Yes, it was McGregor.
Because that one was more about McGregor, I think,
he wasn't
going to win.
But it was a sanctioned fight, though. Yeah.
He's like, I know I'm not going to win, and they just wanted to sell money to make more money.
Yeah.
Like McGregor.
But like you talk about like how like it's called the sweet science. Like he definitely perfected that where he had his knockout power, but his defensive prowess was incredible.
It was just there, and it's just nothing you could do to stop him. I'm trying to find because usually by the end of your career you are not like fighting people. Mm-hmm. He fought Canelo. Yeah. He fought Manny Pacquiao, and I can't remember. There's a third one. His last 4 out of 5 fights were either in title for pound best ever, or they were world champions after he retired. Yeah. So it's not even like he ended, other than the one fight against Conor. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Well, I think they got very. I think people tend to forget with some of these guys. Like with Tiger, they forget. They look at him now, and they look at some of his extracurriculars outside of the golf course, and I think it kind of outshadows what he does.
Now it does. Yeah.
Right. And then same thing with Pacquiao. Mayweather. I think people poo-poo him because he turned into a gimmick later, with Conor, with Logan Paul. Yeah. Like, those weren't real fights.
No,
you know, and
absolutely
everyone
not.
knew they weren't.
Everyone knew, yeah.
You know, they wanted them to be,
Right.
but they weren't. And I think people get they forget. Like it turns into like you forget what it was, and this is what it is now. So I think it's hard for people to remember how dominant Mayweather actually was.
Yeah.
Dude, and he was fighting people who were destroying. I mean, yeah, all of boxing has a little ducking and dodging because that's boxing world.
Yeah.
But still to go 50-0, and it was 96 to 2017. So that was just shy of.
Damn.
Was that just shy of 20 years? No,
Yeah,
21
that's
years.
21 years. Wow.
So for 21 years, he went undefeated, and he was facing like good people.
Yeah.
We can go into honorable mentions off this. I was really fighting on whether or not Marciano. The stat that kills me about Marciano. He was 49-0, heavyweight at 5'10", which is small. He had an 80% knockout.
Wow.
He had 49 wins and 43 knockouts.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Like, that's a lot of knockouts.
Yeah, that's a lot of knockouts.
That's some power behind that punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, little 5'10".
Yeah.
He was only a 5'10" heavyweight, which is not. That's just
usually
not the
they're
size.
6 something.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
then,
look at Tyson Fury. He's like 6'9". He's huge.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua is huge.
Yeah.
He's like 6'4", 6'5". They're massive individuals. Yeah. So I thought about Marciano. I don't know who y'all had. I had Phelps on mine.
Yeah.
The other one with an
Phelps.
interesting stat is Rafael Nadal.
Yeah. Nadal.
112-3 in opens.
Wow.
Which is just a crazy win-loss.
I honestly, I was thinking of Serena Williams as well. Which
Serena Williams.
Yeah, I saw Serena.
Yeah.
Because
It was like 20
dominant,
Grand Slam, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's
the
incredible.
dominant versus like greatest conversation are two different
Yeah.
things.
Oh,
so
for sure.
So I looked at I kind of looked up a few people, like other people's lists to kind of be like, what do y'all consider dominant?
Yeah.
And you have the ones off your brain. Like
Yeah.
I instantly was like, oh, Michael Jordan, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, like he was dominant, but also
No.
like
There's a reason. Yeah, there's
he was
a reason.
dominant in basketball.
There's a reason why I will always consider him greatest of all time. However, if you're talking about greatest athlete, him and LeBron have a good conversation to talk about too because of overall player.
Even in basketball,
Yeah.
Shaq was the most dominant.
And
Right,
remember
exactly.
last
You can stop
if you're
Diesel.
talking individual,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, when we met last time, and y'all, and we were like, we brought up the conversation. I go, I already have my pick, and y'all
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, save it." Shaq was who I thought.
Shaq.
First.
Yeah.
I literally was like, dude, he was like,
Yeah.
people forget he was the dominant force
dude,
for
He was
Kobe.
the
He was
force.
the
Yes.
force.
Yeah.
He was just unstoppable. at the rim.
There was nobody and will never be anybody like
Yeah,
Shaq.
I don't know
That's
that.
as
Yeah,
simple as
No,
that.
so-
yeah.
7 foot at that speed, and he could jump surprisingly well for 7 foot 400 pounds.
Yes, but what swayed me to go to something different was when I look at dominant, I go like, okay, that's the literal world. And
Yeah.
Yes.
In golf, you're doing different, like you're facing all people from all over the
Yeah.
world.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Especially
Like,
Tiger because
and-
he was European.
Yeah,
He
and
was
all over the
Yeah,
place.
and that is the same thing with the 3 that we chose. All of them were individuals that had to rely on themselves.
Yeah.
You could talk
Individual
Shaq
training.
or Michael Jordan or
Yeah.
others. You have teams that you can go like your Tom
Yep.
Brady's.
Yep.
You know, you have teams
golf.
surrounded. These are all 3 people who had just themselves to rely on.
Yeah.
That
And
was
to be dominant
it.
for that long, and like the
Yeah.
only difference with mine versus y'all with y'all's is the time in between. Like that kind of makes it a little
Yeah.
tougher because you're
But
like.
it's
Because
hard
stay dominant
with
for
the-
It's
that
the same
long.
thing with like
Yeah.
your Simone Biles as well, where she's
Yeah.
going on. She went 3 Olympics and getting gold medals on all of them. You know,
It's
4
wild.
Olympics, 3
That's
at
the
least. Yeah,
That's the thing with Phelps was like he only got to compete so much.
Yeah.
He still has all those accolades,
Yeah.
but he only got to compete every 4
and that's
years.
kind of
Every 4
and that's the
years.
downside.
Like, dude, come
Isn't
on.
that crazy?
That's the downside with sports like that because how many other things did he dominate in between those 4 years
Yeah. Oh.
that we don't
I'm
commonly
sure
talk
there was
about?
like
4 years of
you know,
training.
all of his world's championships that
or
he's
like
done.
the
all
Pan
of them.
Americans or something. I'm sure there was like the Pan American Games.
Yeah.
And I bet
Yeah.
he went and absolutely wrecked shop.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he probably has like a dungeon somewhere with, oh yeah, that's all those stupid trophies. Because nobody cares about them.
Right, because for sports like that, you're always shooting every 4 years.
Yep.
It's just every 4 years, yeah.
I really try to stick to things like with Tiger Woods and even with Mayweather because I actually looked at both of them too. Was more like what will not be touched for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would have to be like you'd have to like debut and go like I'm gonna do everything
Because
that's what beat these things.
Because when you mentioned Wayne Gretzky, same type of thing. It's like you have individual stats that can't be beat, but you still rely on a team. Because it's like,
Rely on a team.
what was it? I
Well,
think,
he was the assist leader. It's like, yeah, you have to have a great shooter. To
wasn't it?
assist.
Because
That's how this
technically,
works.
isn't it for hockey? You get your points if you score, but also is it assists? I know there's a secondary way of getting a point added to
Yeah,
it,
it's
right?
assist to goal.
Yeah, that's what it is. And
Yeah,
so,
if the shot is like immediate, or something like that, you get like one or the other. I don't exactly understand.
It's not a pure assist. It's like that ricochet or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I saw a stat, if you take away all of his individual goals, that was just solo him and only counted those goals, he would still be the all-time leader.
Hold the record.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how wild that is that he would still be the leader for that.
It's probably honestly one of his most like again like those not everybody these types of people have those things where it's like some people just one individual records won't be beaten.
Yeah.
No.
I just don't know that those. I don't know that they can be.
No, I mean, because again, you'd have to get like for like the Olympics, like you'd have to go, or like for at least swimming, or I mean any of them really, but like you'd have to like have your first Olympics.
Yep.
And dominate, right?
Yeah.
Because the trick is that you have to dominate.
You have to open hard on that.
Oh, yeah.
Get 5, 6, 7 gold medals.
Yep.
You know who I'm surprised
nobody
talked about is
No, you can't remember.
Gosh,
that's why we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Forgettable bastard.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I mean this in all sincerity. What's one pelota? What's one?
What? One pelota?
Yeah, he owns a shop in Austin called One Pelota, and he rides the bikes. What's his name? Come on, guys.
Lance Armstrong?
Lance Armstrong.
Oh,
he owns
One Ball.
Yeah, he owns it. His shop is called One Pelota.
Yeah, okay. So I think for Lance Armstrong, I think
which the whole doping thing, I guess, probably.
Well, and even then,
like a Barry Bonds, I kind of look at stuff that kind of like
you can hold the doping against him, but at the same time, the fact that
the top 25 of every race was doping.
You can't go
We're all
back
playing the same
past
game,
20 without having somebody who's associated with a doping scandal.
No,
that's how
wild.
like. Either they're dropping the ball hard, pun intended, actually, on doping standards, or I mean, obviously they're just good at doing that too. It's like,
and what's a good shot in the butt every now and then to get you a gold? You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear how they were doing some of the doping stuff?
No,
literal blood transfusions.
Oh.
Like they were literally
that's dangerous as hell.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
that just doesn't sound fun. Like I'm not gonna lie to you.
But it was literally, if I remember correctly, some of the ways, not every way, but one of the ways that they were doing it, they were literally during the overnights, they were giving the blood transfusions with the doped up blood or whatever. Yeah, but it was
I'm good.
Don't quote me on this. I think it was
I'm like months. Maybe I'll get second.
No, but months in advance they would donate their own blood, so it was their own blood that they were doing.
That doesn't help me at all.
It doesn't, but
I see. So they drew the blood, doped it, and then pumped it back in. So at least it was their own blood.
I've got this blood. This was my steroid one. I need my stem cell blood. It's over here.
That's the recovery blood.
Draw a cocktail, mix them together.
Because, but then that is the thing. It's like, what is it? 7 Tour de France's in a row. Like that is.
He was pretty dominant.
Yeah.
I just I think for me because I didn't think about him up front. He was only on the list I was looking at, and I just kind of skimmed past it. But I think it's because like. It just once that happened, it's almost like people erased him.
Yeah,
literally, it was weird. It was like he was everywhere, winning everything,
like
and then that came out, and it was like disappointed dad.
Yeah.
It's like your dad does something wrong, and you're just disappointed. You're like,
he's wiping his eyes with all the millions of dollars that he made off of Uber. He's one of the opening investors of Uber. Oh darn!
He'll be okay. I think he's fine.
He's not worried about not being on our list.
No, One Pelota shops. Also, great name.
Yeah,
it is.
Way to just look it in the face.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you gotta come on.
That's what you gotta do with cancer, man.
Yeah.
Is
that what it was?
Yeah.
He had
testicular cancer.
I thought it was because of all the bike riding.
No, it was cancer.
I'm sure it didn't help. Maybe that's what made him more like wind resistant or.
Fact check, because otherwise,
he had testicular cancer.
Is that true?
Yeah, that was the whole yellow hope bands that he went through.
Okay.
It was for testicular cancer.
Huh.
Dude, have you ever watched Dodgeball?
No.
Dog, he's never watched Dodgeball.
Dodgeball?
That was one.
Dude, you're right.
Yeah, so he makes a cameo in Dodgeball. Where
shout out Lance. What's up, bro?
I'm sorry, bro. R.I.P.
Yeah, so that's
I thought it was because of all the biking.
No, man. Can you imagine he rode so hard that
that's the thing though.
Yeah.
Like they
crazy.
They ride the bike, it messes them up.
Just disintegrates them.
Supposedly.
It's like sandpaper going.
But now I don't know. Now I don't know anything.
All right, so
now your world's
you got to watch Dodgeball. We this was like our very first episode. We talked
about Dodgeball.
Yeah, I feel like
we failed him because that was our responsibility.
Yeah,
we knew.
So in Dodgeball, he makes a cameo because they're talking about at near the end of the movie. The main character is gonna like dip out or whatever, and so he's sitting at a bar, like at a hotel bar, and the Lance Armstrong comes up, "Hey man, how's it going? I've been seeing you on on the Ocho and like,
Right.
well, yeah, so what's your problem? Like, well, I'm just disappointed. Yeah, well, I went through, testicular cancer and losing everything, and
naming all this stuff.
so it's like, but
Throwing it out there.
I'm sure whatever you're going through is pretty horrific
Yeah.
too, man.
It's like,
it's like, hope you get through it.
Okay. Dude, I really thought it was from the bikes.
No.
Shout out Lance, bro.
But I will say, so I have
Still a great name.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the whole thing we talk about prompt wise for the next episode, but like you have to do the top, either the number 1 or top 3 shamed athletes.
Oh wow!
Oh.
I like that.
I do like that.
Because
disgraced athletes.
disgraced athletes.
Can they? All right. Here's a quick. Can they have had redemption afterwards? But they just been shamed so much.
I would say they would have to. It has to be a pretty strong,
like a proportionate amount of
taint to
shame.
name. Yeah,
Okay.
shame them. They have to be shamed.
Okay.
And then brought. They can
Sure.
have redemption.
Sure.
Yeah, they have to have the little bell ring.
But like a proper.
Yeah. I think
like
it
we're
would
talking
be-
like the Black Sox. We're talking like.
yeah.
like that
it has to be
kinda-
kind of like it has to be pretty
Okay.
disgraceful.
I like that.
Because I feel like that one is a good one because that's a whole category on its own. Because that brings
Yeah.
in Lance. We
Yeah.
go like. I could see him being on our list if we talk about that.
Yeah.
And if,
Yeah.
because
You
we
could
go
do,
like,
you could do Lance. You could do Pete Rose. You could do Barry Bonds. You could
oh,
do.
there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Of them. So
Yeah, there's some good
there's
ones.
some good ones.
There's some good
so
ones.
I would just feel like the top. You can do your number 1 or just top 3
like that.
shamed athletes.
I like that a lot. I have
Write
some.
that down.
Because then their stats matter.
Oh,
Because
they
it goes like,
definitely-
well,
yes,
here's
they
their
definitely
stats,
matter.
but he killed a man.
Yeah.
like, there's a couple of those out there.
Still a great tight end.
Yeah, he was a great tight end, but he choked 3 people. So I think
All right,
there's
Hernandez, calm down.
Man, that's where I was going. But there's some fun ones out there, guys. I say fun. There's some fun ones out there.
There's some fun ones for
Hey,
sure.
And I have-
we're not the ones being shamed.
Hey, I already have one of them in my list.
Well, I'm
that's
about to
pretty
say,
morbid.
like, I'm starting to shout some out. I gotta hold
Yeah,
that back.
gotta hold it back.
Save
Hold
that for
it.
next time.
Oh yeah.
Good. And we'll say athletes across the board.
All right, sure. Just
Oh, I'm gonna come up
so-
with some weird ones.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, that's so funny. But I think that'd be a fun one because there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Okay, good.
I like that.
Guys,
All right.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So,
Thank you, Lance Armstrong.
Shout out one pelota.
Pelota.
oh my gosh. All right. Well, let us know what your most dominant athlete is. Let us know going forward what your most shamed athlete is.
Let's go.
And give us your predictions
That's a good
for what you think the NBA is going to look like for the playoffs as we're coming up now that the trade deadline is over. Teams are starting to settle
Second
in.
half, baby.
Let's see
Yep.
it. Let's see it. So, all right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.